When objects are touching one another, the action-reaction forces are often referred to as contact forces. Example number 2. A 10 kg box rests on a smooth horizontal floor in contact with 5 kg box. Box 1 is pushed with horizontal force of magnitude 30 Newton. Nature never produces one force at a time. Always, forces come in pairs, and in addition, the forces in pair always na nag-act on a different objects are equal in magnitude and point in opposite directions. And this is the Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law states that for every force that acts on an object, there is a reaction force acting on a different object that is equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Kung yung object 1 ay nag-exert ng force, say F, sa object 2, then si object 2 naman ay mag-exert ng force ng opposite dun sa ibinigay na force ni object 1 pabalik kay object 1. So, mas common itong law na to dun sa abbreviated form niya na nagsistate for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction which completes the Newton's laws of motion. In this figure, we have one person and one object. Considering the right direction as the positive, nagbibigay ng force si person dun sa object. Ito yung binibigay niya ng force. Itinutulak niya yung object. And by opposite naman, nagbibigay ng force si object kay person. Ito yung pabalik. Kaya nga, forces always come in pair. Kasi, itinutulak ni person si object. Si person naman, merong nafe-feel na force pabalik sa kanya. And yun yung third law of motion natin. May reaction na ibinabalik yung object. Second, another object na tinutulak ulit ng person, considering yung force na ibinibigay ng person is on the positive side, say, ito yung ating positive side, ito yung force na ibinibigay ng person, in opposite, may ibinibigay rin na force yung object kay person. Yun yung nararamdaman niya na bigat dun sa pagtulak niya, which is etong negative force. And third figure, we have a car na nagpo-focus dito sa kanyang wheel, eto. So, yung force na ibinibigay ng wheel sa ground is in this direction. And yung ibinibigay naman ng force ng ground sa car is pag ganito. One reason why the car moves. Yung reaction nila dito sa surface ng gulong at dun sa surface ng ground. We can notice that there's always a reaction force, whether the action force pushes on something hard to move, like dito sa una, yung refrigerator nga, or onto something that moves with no friction, parang ganito sa isang example natin. Another important aspect of the third law is that the action-reaction forces always act on different objects, sa iba't ibang object. Thus, in drawing or creating a free body diagram, we draw only one of the action-reaction pair of forces for a given object. Isa lang inilalagay natin kadalasan sa free body diagram. And the other force in the pair would appear in the free body diagram of a different object sa ibang perspective na ng object. And as a result, take note that the two forces in an action-reaction pair do not cancel in the free body diagram for an object. Sa paggawa natin ng free body diagram, yung mga reaction forces is depende dun sa object na kinukonsider natin. And because the action-reaction forces act on different objects, they generally produce different accelerations. Example number 1. In the figure, makikita natin that we have chosen the positive x direction to point from boat 1 to boat 2. And with this choice, yung force na exerted dun sa boat 2 is the F2, ito siya, with the value of positive 46 Newton. Dahil ito yung positive side natin, yung x na yan. And by Newton's third law of motion, the force exerted on the person in boat 1 and thus on boat 1 itself, if the person is firmly seated, yung ibabalik nung pag-push niya na yun is this F1. So, ang value ng F1 na yan is directly opposite, which is negative 46 Newton. For convenience, inalagay natin yung origin, eto, dun sa point where the boats touch. From Newton's third law, the force on boat 1 is equal in magnitude to the force on boat 2. Nagkaiba lang sila sa sign. Sa positive side yung F2 natin and sa negative side naman yung F1 natin. The masses of the boats are different. However, therefore, yung accelerations nila are different as well. So for letter A, we can find the acceleration of each boat by solving the acceleration using the Newton's second law of motion na equation, which is yung F is equal to mass times acceleration. For letter A, we will again use the Newton's second law to find the acceleration of boat 2 muna. So we have A2 equals the net force 2 over mass of boat 2. By substituting the values, ang force 2 natin is positive 46 Newton over the mass na 250 kilograms. Again, itong Newton is kilogram meters per second square. So we can cancel the kilogram. Ang matitira is meters per second square. By calculating, A2 is equal to 0.18 meters per second square. And again, for boat 1 naman, net force 1 over M1, this is equal to negative 46 Newton over 150 kilograms. Acceleration of boat 1 natin now is equal to negative 0.31 meters per second square. Negative kasi papunta sa negative direction. Next, for letter B, solving for the separation of the boats after 1.2 seconds of pushing, again, gagamitin natin yung kinematics equation na x equals x sub o plus v sub o x times time plus 1/2 axt square. Given sa atin yung time, which is 1.2 seconds, and from the problem statement, we know that yung boats start at the origin. Dito sila nag-start pareho. Therefore, yung initial position or the x sub o is 0. And nag-start din siya sa rest. Ibig sabihin, yung motion niya or yung velocity niya, initial velocity is equal to 0 also. Mag-start tayo dun sa separation distance ni boat 2. Say x2 is equal to, we can cancel na ito. And pwede rin natin i-cancel ito. Ang matitira na lang is 1/2 axt square. For x sub 2, this is 1/2. Ang acceleration ni boat 2 is 0.18 meters per second square quantity times time na 1.2 seconds quantity square. And by calculating, this is equal to 0.13 meters. For x sub 1 naman, para sa separation distance ni boat 1, same process ang gagamitin natin. Cancel na rin yung original position at yung original velocity natin. We have 1/2. Ang acceleration niya is negative 0.31 meters per second square times 1.2 seconds quantity square. By calculating, x sub 1 is equal to negative 0.22 meters. Ito yung distances nila from the origin nung nagkaroon na ng pushing force. For example, ito na yung boat 1 and ito na yung boat 2. So from the origin, ito na yung naging distance ng boat 2. We have 0.13 meters and ito naman yung naging distance ni boat 1, 0.22 meters. Para malaman yung separation, yung total separation distance ng dalawang boat, we simply subtract x sub 2 minus x sub 1. This is equal to 0.13 meters minus negative 0.22 meters, and this is equal to 0.35 meters. Ito yung total separation distance after the 1.2 seconds of pushing. The same magnitude of force acts on each boat. Hence, yung lighter one, yung mas magaan na boat, has the greater acceleration and mas malayo yung magiging displacement niya. So this is example number 1. When objects are touching one another, the action-reaction forces are often referred to as contact forces. Example number 2. A 10 kilogram box rests on a smooth horizontal floor in contact with 5 kilogram box. Box 1 is pushed with horizontal force of magnitude 30 Newton. Letter A, what is the acceleration of the boxes? And letter P, what is the force of contact between the boxes? So we choose the x-axis to be horizontal and pointing to the right. Yung force na nagpo-push dun sa box is 30 Newton. Ito siya. And yung contact forces are labeled as F2 and F1. Yung F1, ito, siya yung contact force na naka-exert sa box 1. This is the box 1. And yung F2 naman is yung contact force exerted on box 2. Ito yung box 2. By Newton's third law, the contact forces have the same magnitude. Itong dalawa na to, equal sila ng magnitude, but point in opposite direction. So, yung isa dyan is negative, yung isa is positive. And with our coordinate system, considering yung right direction is the positive direction, yung F1 natin is negative. And yung F2 naman natin ang positive. So, kung magkikreate tayo ng free body diagram and mag-focus muna tayo sa box 1. So, this is the box 1. Ito yung force na na-exert na 30 Newton. And ito naman yung force na ine-exert nung box 2 kay force 1, which is F1. The negative. Sa box 2 naman, mag-create din tayo ng free body diagram. So, this is the box 2. Isa lang yung force na nag-a-act sa kanya. Yung force na ni-exert ni box 2, which is to the right. This is the F2. Two boxes are in contact and hence they have the same acceleration. Yung acceleration na yan, pwede nating ma-solve again using the Newton's second law. That is, we divide the net horizontal force by the total mass of the boxes. For letter B naman, in this case, we consider the system to consist solely of box 2. The mass in this case is 5 kilograms and only the horizontal force na nag-a-act dun sa system is yung F2. Ito. Thus, we can find the magnitude of force 2 by requiring that box 2 has the acceleration found in part A. Ito. For letter A, para ma-solve natin yung acceleration ng boxes, since pareho lang naman sila ng acceleration, i-consider natin as a whole object itong dalawang box na to. Therefore, yung net force nila, so f of x ang nilagay natin kasi horizontal direction yung forces natin, net force, and this is equal to 30 Newton. Ito kasi yung nagbigay ng acceleration sa kanila. And yung mass naman is yung total mass silang dalawa. So solving for the acceleration at the horizontal, this is net force at x over total mass silang dalawa, mass 1 and mass 2. Acceleration is equal to 30 Newton over 10 kilograms plus 5 kilograms. We can cancel all the kilograms and ang matitira is meters per second square. 30 divided by 15 kilograms is equal to 2 meters per second square. This is the acceleration ng dalawang boxes after silang ma-exertan ng force of 30 Newton. For letter B, we find the net horizontal force na nag-a-act dun sa box 2 and isi-set natin siya equal to the mass of box 2 lang times the acceleration. So for the box 2, net force x ni box 2 is equal to simply the F2 lang kasi isa lang naman siya. Ito na yung kinukonsider natin kay box 2 muna. And this is equal to mass ni box 2 times the acceleration nilang dalawa. Since isa lang sila na acceleration. Times the acceleration na na-solve natin sa part A. And solving for the force, we have F2 is equal to mass ni box 2 is equal to 5 kilograms times 2 meters per second square, and F2 now is equal to 10 Newton. Ito yung net horizontal force na nag-a-act kay box 2. Kay box 1 naman, we have F1, and this is equal to yung 30 Newton, ito siya, minus yung 10 Newton na galing kay box 2. And this is equal to 20 Newton. As expected, box 1 and box 2 have the same acceleration, and if box 2 were not present, yung 30 Newton na force ay mag-act on box 1 would give it an acceleration of around 3 meters per second square. As it is, yung contact force between the boxes ay siyang nagpapabagal kay box 1, so that yung acceleration is less than 3 meters per second square. And yung contact force naman na nagbibigay kay box 2 ng acceleration that is greater than 0, the precise value of the contact force is simply the value that gives both boxes the same acceleration. So this is example number 2.